Good day, my dear undergraduate students. OTP means one time password. And I would like you people to kindly memorize the last slide for each of the diagnoses. We shall go to class 8. Describe this one. Whenever you see a slide, try to identify the components. I am finding a large cell with multiple blue dots, that is the nuclei in this case. And all the remaining blue dots in the background are other inflammatory cells. What do these cells resemble? You will get an answer subsequently, but I'll tell you. They resemble an osteoclast, a multinucleated giant cell found in the bone. There are two basic things you people will have to remember: a foreign body giant cell and a Langhans, not Langerhans, giant cell. In Langhans, the nuclei will be displayed in a necklace pattern or a horseshoe-like pattern, whereas in a foreign body giant cell, they will all be clustered in the center. Let us go to the picture straight. Now there are two types of giant cells. In one, I am finding a necklace-like pattern surrounded by pale cells. They are the epithelioid cells and the dark cells are the lymphocytes. So this is a tuberculous granuloma with Langhans giant cell. On the contrary, here I am finding a large irregular cell with multiple nuclei. There is a refractile material which it is trying to engulf. This is a foreign body type of giant cell. This is a beautiful picture showing everything. There are some strip-like material. And look at all these are all foreign material left behind. And this is a cut surface of the same. And all these amoeba-like cells are the foreign body type of giant cells. Dark cytoplasm and central nuclei. They are trying to engulf. So what am I seeing? Large multinucleated giant cells, centrally placed nuclei, foreign body such as suture material, other inflammatory cells. Look at this one. All these dots are lymphocytes, maybe histiocytes. And there is fibrosis. Look at this band of connective tissue. It is fibrosis. Therefore, the diagnosis is foreign body granuloma. Hope you people are able to identify this organ. I am able to see a fissure. So also another fissure. This will be seen only in the lung. Moreover, there is some blackish pigment which is the anthracotic pigment. And in this I am finding an irregular cavity which is having ragged edges. The inner surface is also rough. This is a diagrammatic one. So there is a large irregular lesion in the lung. This is yet another one. There is a lesion over here. It is ragged and the inner surface is also rough. These pale areas are all areas of bronchopneumonia, consolidation. So this description is there: interlobar fissures, anthracotic pigment, cavity with irregular margins, and ragged inner surface. The diagnosis is lung abscess. So I would like you people to describe this particular specimen. So here it is somewhat looking like a normal bone, but it is showing an expansile club-shaped lesion. There are areas of hemorrhage and the normal bone is getting thinned out in the periphery. So you people will have to describe the specimen. What is the site? It is at the end of the long bone, which means it is epiphysis. Size and the shape, it is club shape. Cortex, thinned out. X-ray will be showing something like this. So I am finding multiple lesions which are separated by slender bands of osseous tissue. So this gives a soap bubble appearance. Epiphysis is thinned out, cortex is thinned out, but they are intact. This is yet another beautiful picture. Here I find that the cortex is thinned out. Here it is relatively thicker. The epiphysis is intact. I am finding areas of hemorrhage and there are septae in between. Expansile tumor, end of bone, epiphyseal plate intact, cortex thinned out, hemorrhagic locules, bony septae. Radiologically, soap bubble appearance. Diagnosis is osteoclastic or giant cell tumor of the bone. In this one, I am able to see multiple giant cells. So they are spaced at regular interval. And the second component is, look at these smaller cells. They are spindle shaped. They are the stromal cells. So there are two components in this tumor. This is the first one. Large multinucleated osteoclast-like giant cells, central nuclei. And the periphery will be smaller cells, round to spindle shape. They are the tumor cells. The giant cells are equally spaced. So multiple giant cells, centrally placed nuclei, separated by neoplastic component. Round to spindle shape cells or oval cells. And the giant cells resemble the osteoclasts. They are all being evenly spaced. The diagnosis is osteoclast.